What is up, everybody? Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. We are getting super close to the release date of Marvel Metal Universe Avengers, the next metal release by Upper Deck, which is set to come out on August 28th, here as of the recording of this video in roughly 1 week. But yesterday, we actually got a checklist released. So we're going to go through that this morning. So sit back and relax as we just see what this product is going to bring us as it relates to the characters, the checklist, the inserts, number of inserts, parallels, and things of that nature. So, here we have the sell sheet that has been available for some time now. We'll reference back and forth to this here to kind of bring alive the checklist, so to speak. But let's just dive right into it. Here we have, this is really going to be the base set. So if you're not familiar with the way Marvel Metal has worked in the most recent releases as a full set, it is a base set of 100 cards or characters in the low and high series. Traditionally, the low series has been the more modern appearance of that character, with the high series being a more vintage look. Now, some of these characters are just modern, period, so you get a just modern, but that has been the historical makeup of it, and you can actually see it in the sell sheet here. We'll go back to slide number 1 because they show it right off the bat here in the front. You've got a more modern Black Widow here on the left and a more vintage Black Widow here on the right. And first we see that these base cards are going to have a different design, where we've got these metal designs going down the left and right sides of the card, and the plate at the bottom, that metal plate bar, is going to go across the bottom of both. The previous release, like of Spider-Man Metal, those plates changed at the bottom, but these appear that they're going to be the same for both high and low series. So that, if that stays true, that's pretty interesting. But let's get back to the checklist here. So here on the checklist, this is an Avengers set, so we're going to see more than likely a makeup of Avengers characters, both of the heroes and villains. We start right off with Wasp, Claw, Blizzard, Luke Cage, Quicksilver, Ant-Man, Radioactive Man, and we get Black Panther, one of our major Avengers. We get Skrulls, Graviton, Captain Marvel, Wonder Man. Shout out to Bill, my buddy who collects Wonder Man. Always nice to see when a character collector gets their character they've been waiting on for some time in a set that they're looking forward to. We get Black Widow, Tigra, Mockingbird, Jack of Hearts, Vision, Loki, Iron Fist, Absorbing Man, Scarlet Witch, Winter Soldier, Meteorite. Some of these characters I'm not going to know, because when you got to come up with 100 Avengers characters, you got to go deep into the well of those obscure characters. Falcon, who we all know, Justice, Moon Knight, who we love, Blue Marvel. I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite characters to see on this list. Blue Marvel is an incredible superhero. If you don't know about him, please check him out. Please check out his origin story. I've said that many times here on the channel, but an incredible character. And if they're going to do a true low and high series, a true vintage first appearance look and a high series, that means we're going to get the original first appearance outfit for him, and very excited about that card. And I know I'm not alone there, so happy to see Blue Marvel, underrated superhero for the Marvel Universe. Arachnid, Red Skull, Stingray, Taskmaster, K Bishop, Tiger Shark, Human Torch. So we get some Fantastic Four love here. That's nice to see. Korvac, Techno, Sentry, Spider-Woman, and Daredevil. Let's go on to the next page. So that's our first 39 characters on the base checklist. And again, the high series part of the checklist, basically the 101 through 200, is going to be the exact same characters. All right, moving to card number 40, we got Shang-Chi, Songbird, Yellow Jacket, Lionheart, Grim Reaper, Whirlwind, Thanos. Nice. Wow. It's gonna be nice to see some Thanos cards. Nova, shout out to my buddy Brian, collects Nova. Ultron, Ronin, Grey Gargoyle, Spectrum, US Agent, Super Adaptoid, Miles Morales. That's nice to see. Oh, Hercules again. Good Lord. Citizen V, that's Citizen V is a Thunderbolts character, and Thunderbolts is likely going to make its way into the MCU, so not surprised to see that. Serpent Society, Hulk, yes, love to see Hulk on here. Wiccan, Dread Knight, Kang the Conqueror, Namor, Nighthawk, everybody loves Nighthawk. Onslaught, you might be saying, like, why is Onslaught in an Avengers storyline? Well, the Avengers show up to defeat Onslaught in the original 90s comic book. Titania, Crystal, Starbrand, Speed, Ares, Modoc. Shout out to my buddy Ryan. War Machine, Abomination, Stinger, Hulkling, Norman Osborn, Beast, who was an Avenger, She-Hulk, Darkhawk. Why do I feel like I already said Darkhawk? But anyways, Captain Britain, Jessica Jones, Atlas, and let me scroll the correct way here. And then card number 82, Blade. And then we got Miss Marvel, Ghost Rider. Love to see that. Kree, Doctor Strange, going to be one of the bigger hits. Enchantress, Black Knight, Patriot, Quasar, Wrecking Crew, Mach 1. So Mach 1, is that an Iron Man card? That's going to be interesting. That feels like an Iron Man card, but can't remember if there's another character named Mach 1. But Mach 1 is one of the suits, I think, for Iron Man. But anyways, just it is early. I'm a couple of sips into a cup of coffee. Firestar, Hawkeye, Iron Lad. Here's our big hitters: Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. Card number 100. So those last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards really make up this set. So I mean, I'd have to go through here and kind of do a real breakdown, but frankly, there's probably only about 15 major characters out of the 100 here that's really going to build the value of the base set and the hits of the base set. After that, you're going to have a second tier of characters, say like Ghost Rider, who people are going to be thrilled to hit and really enjoy, but there's not going to be that value that's built into the box, built into the card prices. And then there's going to be low tier cards. I mean, who's going to be thrilled to hit a Kree PMG? Very few people. Who's going to be thrilled to hit a Quasar PMG? Very few people. And shout out to the Quasar collectors out there. But so I would say from what could have been from 100 card checklist, where they could have probably built in, say, 30 or 40 major characters, that feels cut down to me. But it feels true to an Avengers set. It feels like they really wanted to honor what characters truly belong in an Avengers set, both heroes and villains, and really stuck with that. They and the thing about the Avengers storyline is, who hasn't been an Avenger, right? Like at some point, feels like everyone has been either an Avenger, a Dark Avenger, some type of Avenger, West Coast Avenger, at some point in the history of the Marvel storyline. So, all right, 4 base cards per pack is what we're seeing. So likely 6 cards per pack, and the card stock size is 24 point, which means your 35 point sleeves and top loaders will work great for these cards. Okay. High series is going to be 1 card per pack. So for hobby boxes, you can get 1 high series per pack. So they are technically going to be short printed relative to the low series cards. So 1 through 100, 4 per pack. 101 through 200, 1 per pack. That's going to be hobby and e-pack. Blasters are going to be 1 per 2 packs. So just know that those are a little short printed. All right, let's move past this to get to the hits. All right, here we go. So we start the first insert we see is going to be Blaster Parallels. It's called FX Copper Parallels. 1 and 2 blaster boxes. Again, same card stock size. We're going to scroll through this quickly. Same hit rate for the high series coppers. Those will not be in hobby or e-pack. So it'll be your First parallel we're looking at. Then we have our gold parallel, which is one per 1 in 12 packs. Huh. That feels like that's so historically we got 3 gold parallels per box in Spider-Man Metal and X-Men Metal. So that's really fascinating. Only 1 per box and then 1 per 24 packs in blasters. So that's got a shorter, or not shorter, that's got a harder hit ratio for the gold parallels, the FX gold parallel. Same hit ratio for the high series. So they're not any short printed than the low series based on the checklist here. And again, checklists have been wrong, so please don't take this as the gospel. Take this as the starting point of your basis of information, and we build from there. You know, what we see, what really is, and what really happens out of the boxes. The next parallel is the purple parallel. And this FX purple parallel, fascinating here because the purple FX purple parallel has historically been the 1 of 1 in X-Men Metal and Spider-Man Metal. So we see a change here. Now they went from 1 of 1s to 1 out of 199. We have not had a parallel number that high in either Spider-Man Metal or X-Men Metal. And same numbering for the high and low series. We get to the bronze parallel, scroll a little fast here. They're out of 150, the FX bronze parallel. Again, same card stock size. And these are listed as randomly inserted in packs. So we don't know what the hit ratio is, but I think we'll figure that out, you know, not to an exact amount, but pretty quickly, because as we open up these boxes, if we see, you know, 199 or 1 out of 150 in every box, we'll figure that out, you know, whatever it is. And our next was going to be the pink parallel, FX pink parallel. Now, this is a familiar insert. We've seen these before, and they were numbered to 75 in metal and in both Spider-Man and X-Men Metal, and they're numbered to 75 here as well. I really hope the foiling, or you know, the technology that's used for pinks really stands out. All right. Get past the pinks here, and our next parallel is orange out of 25, staying true to Spider-Man Metal. The orange out of 25 was not in X-Men Metal, but they were in Spider-Man Metal, and we've seen orange be the out of 25 color for a lot of the Marvel sets, even in the Flitter Ultras, so that stays true to that kind of numbering and parallel there. All right, then we get to Grandioses. This is a lot of people's favorite parallel from both X-Men and Spider-Man Metal. These are, you know, the technology used here is a lot of fun. These are 1 in 9 packs, both hobby and e-pack and blasters. So that's good to see. Let's see if the high series is any more difficult to hit, and they are. They're 1 in 18 packs. So your high series is going to be more difficult to put together a set because you're only going to get 1 per 18 packs in both hobby, e-pack, and blasters. All right, that brings us to Precious Metal Gems. All right, Precious Metal Gems, major insert in the hobby. Frankly, I was hoping to not see a base set PMG where every base card was made into a Precious Metal Gem. That was my hope, but that is not the case. So we're going to get 200. We're going to get more than that because you'll see as we go through the checklist. But all 200 cards, both high and low, will have a red PMG numbered to 100. And this feels like it's going to be a true 100, meaning there'll be a 1 out of 100, a 2 out of 100, at both high and low series. And I'll show you that here in a second because the greens are listed out of 10, where there is something called a retro PMG. We'll see at the end of the checklist that numbering is not the same. So it's going to be important to remember. We are going back to a blue PMG. So when they say retro PMGs, they're really talking about, or let me start over. With this makeup of PMGs, they're going back to the 2013, 2015, 2017 kind of structure for how this is being set up. So we have the red out of 100, then we're going to have the blue out of 50, and then we're going to have the greens out of 10, which we'll see here in a second. So we will get blue PMGs. There are people who are very happy to see this, to see the blue out of 50. In Spider-Man Metal, we had the turquoise out of 50, and those cards just didn't really build much value into the box. The parallel was not done well. If it had been foiled like 2016, Battle Spectrum gems, maybe the turquoise would have done really well, but they were not at all. They were frankly quite ugly cards for the most part. So it's nice to see that the out of 50 here is going to go from the turquoise to the blue PMG, and that's a major win, I think, for the hobby and for the value built into these boxes. So we're going to get it. I mean, I can't wait to see that blue Marvel blue PMG out of 50. That's something that I'll be looking forward to. But happy to see that. All right. And again, the card stock on these PMGs is still 24 points of the 35-point sleeves and top loaders. One touches is what you're going to want to use. And here we come to, really, one of the most important inserts in the entire hobby. Precious metal gems, the green out of 10. You're going to have characters here you don't want to hit. Super Adaptoid green PMG out of 10. Not going to light anybody up. Not many of us anyways. But you're definitely going to hit some big ones. Your Miles Morales, your Hulk, your Iron Man, your Wolverine, your Spider-Man. You just got to hope that the art is going to be incredible. But again, it's going to be a ton of them. 200 times 10 plus more, because we got more checklists to go. But high series and low series, both getting the red, blue, and green PMG treatment. And as they say, that's not all, folks, because here is really, the biggest news coming out of this checklist, and we knew this was likely going to happen, but we have the Precious Metal Gems Gold 1-of-1 parallel. And look, as someone who has held a Gold 1-of-1 Precious Metal Gem, these are special. They're really, really beautiful cards if they get the foiling right, and they're really important. So somebody is going to be pulling. I saw a video this morning where somebody pulled a 1-of-1 Wolverine and Fleer Ultra Wolverine. Great card, important card, but it doesn't scratch the surface to a Gold 1-of-1 Precious Metal Gem. It's these are going to be big. There's going to be 200 from the base set, so we will see these pulled. As long as they don't get the Marvel Flare treatment, which we yet to see a 1-of-1 in that one, so we don't know what's going on there. But as long as these are actually in the boxes like they're supposed to be, these are going to get pulled because there's a lot of them, and they're going to be great hits, and they're going to be fun. And frankly, even with your lower tier characters, these are going to be cool hits, in my opinion. You never know when some person has the idea they might could put together this set, but it's impossible in my opinion, but you never know. All right, let's keep going. We still scrolling here. Okay, now we got our printing plates. These are going to be randomly inserted in both hobby and e-pack. And you know what? I forgot to check on the Gold 1-of-1s. What does it say they're going to be in? Randomly inserted in hobby and e-pack. Okay. Now, why am I looking at that? Well, in Marvel Platinum, it feels like a tremendous amount of the 1-of-1s and bigger hits were put in your retail blaster boxes. And so I just wanted to see what the checklist said there, just to double check. But if the checklist is true, the 1-of-1s will not be in blasters. But who knows? You never know with Upper Deck. But printing plates are going to be randomly inserted in hobby and e-pack. That means they're not going to be an achievement. And I think this is actually really good news, for the value of the boxes and the experience that people have opening the product, because this is essentially taking that out of 200 and multiplying it times 4 per each character, and it being essentially a 1-of-1 in the boxes that you can hit. So to me, that's really good to see. And Going to be fun for people to pull. Then we got obviously the parallels, and those have printing plates as well on the high series. Why is it calling it printing plate parallels? But anyways, high series. And then we get to Soldier's Medal, a Soldier's Medal. And we've got Taskmaster, Cyclops, Dr. Ock, MODOK, Iron Patriot, Black Panther, Serpent Society, Ultron, Hulk, Crossbones, Baron Blood, Doctor Doom, love to see it, Loki, Armazola, Nuke, Red Guardian, Spider-Man, showing up again, Batrick the Leaper, and Wolverine. I'm sorry, I'm pausing because I'm like, did I say that right? Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, and then we got the SPs for a Soldier's Medal, and that's Thanos, Winter Soldier, Baron Zemo, Iron Man, and Red Skull. And the hit ratios on these is 1 in 160 packs for the not short printed. For hobby and e-pack, blasters are 1 in 320 packs. Then your SPs are 1 in 1,440. Somebody do the math on that. It feels like, can that be right? There's 144 packs in a case. So is that 10 cases? Golly, wow. Whatever that math is incredible. These are going to be large cards. They're 160 point. 160 point. And let me see, do we have an example of what these look like? Let's see here. A Soldier's Medal. That's Planet Metal. So that's not it. Okay, here it is. A Soldier's Medal showing an infamous battle in SP variants. That's interesting. So is the Wolverine one going to be a battle one? Make sure there's not something else I'm missing here. I don't think so, but either way, the hit ratios on that's kind of crazy. All right, let's keep going. We got a lot to cover. Then we got A Force Raves. So if you remember Z Force Raves, those are popular inserts from NBA product that moved over into Spider-Man Metal. And now instead of the Z, we got the A because this is an all-girl led insert. And in the Marvel world, Marvel card world, that's okay. Like, we want to see that. We got some great ladies here that people like to see represented on those trading cards, and I'll go through that list real quick. But we have Dazzler, Singularity, Nico, Medusa, Captain Marvel, America Chavez, Jocasta, Spider-Woman, Mantis, Mighty Thor, Crystal, Spectrum, Jessica Jones, Tigra, Squirrel Girl, Cersei, Mockingbird, Scarlet Witch, Moondragon, Captain Universe, Storm, Miss Marvel, Spider-Girl, Rogue. Does that say Synapsis? Don't know who that is. Firebird, Arachnid, Silverclaw, Lionheart, Echo, Valkyrie, Hawkeye, Smasher, White Tiger, Elektra, Stature, Firestar, Quake, Songbird, Invisible Woman, Hellcat. That definitely says Bucky. Thought Bucky was a dude. Somebody help me there. Namorita, Alita, Nikki, X-23, Lady Sif, Magic, there she is, and Starbrand. Thought that was the girl too. Either way, dude too. But anyway, that's your A Force Rave. These are numbered out of 100 for the, well, I'm going to call it the base, but you got 100 out of 63 out of 25 and the one of ones. So let's keep scrolling here. Out of 63 is because Avengers was released in 1963. The Spider-Man medals were out of 62 because Spider-Man was released in first appearance in 62. And these are going to be 35-point cards. Look, these cards here, they're cool, but the parallels need to be different. They need to be able to stand out for each one of them. So hopefully they took the time to do that. We shall see. I'll see if we can get an example here for you to see of the A-Force. Go back this way. See it here on the bottom. We've got a storm, and I can't tell who that is, but that's an example of the A-Force Raves there. Up next is arc welds. Let me go ahead and show you an arc weld real quick. Arc welds were a Spider-Man metal an X-Men metal insert, and they were good inserts. I mean, I sure enjoyed them, and I think others did. Surely they got one here, but I do not see it. So we will have to show you that later. But arc weld was a fun insert in X-Men metal. And let's see which characters we're going to have here. We got Yellow Jacket, Wonder Man, Hawkeye, Wasp, Black Panther, Hulk, Spider-Woman, Luke Cage, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, Iron Fist, Ant-Man, Sentry, Beast, Spectrum, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Black Knight, Nova, Daredevil, Goliath, Captain America's SP, Thor. Well, everything I'm about to say is SP. Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, She-Hulk, and Wolverine. These are unnumbered parallels. So you're going to have 1 in 55 packs for your kind of your base arc welds. And then your SPs, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, She-Hulk, and Wolverine are going to be 1 in 400 packs for both hobby and E-pack, 1 in 2,000 blasters. Same way and then on the base, I didn't say the blasters. Those are 1 in 273. And these are going to be a little thinner than your base cards, but still you would use the 35-point sleeves and top loaders. And then we're going to have blast furnace. So that's like they're very similar to the arc weld. They kind of go together. So they're going to have the same hit ratio, same size, but those characters are going to be Ultron, Grim Reaper. So these are going to be villains, right? Ultron, Grim Reaper, Trickshot, Whirlwind, Killmonger, Abomination, Queen Varanki, I don't know who that is, Purple Man, Yelena Belova, Baron Zemo, Moonstone, Steel Serpent, Taskmaster, Void, Stranger, Blackout, Dormammu, Magneto, there's a Magneto sighting, Dread Knight, Kree, Bullseye, Ragnarok, Red Skull. Then our SPs are going to be Red Skull, Loki, Thanos, Iron Patriot, Titania, and Dakin. So those are the SPs in this set. So again, same hit ratios for hobby, E-pack, and blasters. That brings us to comic cuts. And I'm not going to go through these, but it looks like these are numbered out of 65. The thickness is a 60 point, so you'd want a 75 point sleeve and top loader for that one touch. And it looks like I'm trying to see if I see any issues that are really going to stand out to me here, and they're not. Go back to issue number 11. Looks like the early issue. No, that's not actually issue number 11 because that's from 1996. Strange Academy. We got Black Panther run, Captain America and Falcon. So a lot of modern books here. But frankly, what I've noticed about comic cuts is people, do want the important issues, but more than anything, they want a good cut, well-placed, well-positioned image of their character from these books. New Avengers Illuminati, that would be a fun one. And then you have autograph ones. And I'll go through the list of signers here. We've got David Michelini, John Romita Jr., Roy Thomas, Chris Claremont, Jim Starling, Steve Englehart, Marv Wolfman, Steve Englehart. I'm not going to repeat them if they've already said their names. Jason Aaron, Ed McGuinness, Brian Michael Bendis, Kelly Sue DeConnick, Christopher Priest, J.M. DeMattis. Let's see if there's any other different signers. So I think that's all the signers that are going to be through here. And it looks like there's going to be quite a few comic cuts. So this is going to be a hit that pops up pretty regular in the hobby and E-pack boxes. Then we get to our sketch cards, which are going to be called etched cards, ETCH, etched cards. And they're sketch cards. There's nothing different about them. couple of interesting things about this. So we get the odds, and this is fascinating, guys. And listen to this. So 1 in 360 hobby boxes, 1 in 360 e-pack, not e-pack packs, and 1 in 360 packs for hobby. That's 1 in 2.5 cases. Okay. But it's 1 in 3,600 blasters. So there will be sketch cards in blaster boxes. That's actually pretty cool. I love that. I love the idea of a kid, hopefully, Lord willing, getting a blaster box in Target and pulling a sketch card. I think that would be just an incredible experience. We got our list here. I hate to actually even list out the name of the artist because I'll leave somebody out, but great looking list here. I'll just scroll kind of slowly through this for you so you can see it. Oh, well, I will call out one person because it's my buddy, Eric Grove, and very happy to see his name here on the list. He's a dear friend. But a number of artists that I would love to pull a hit from and hope to do so. And there's one artist I don't see on here that I'm secretly happy to not see because I've pulled his art so many times already. That brings us to geodes. All right, let me let you see geodes real quick. Pop this up. Here on the bottom left, you see the Squirrel Girl and the Thor. These are actually kind of cool. I mean, they don't fit in binders, but they look really good in a one touch. But the geodes are fun. These are going to be 160 point cards, and like back here. And so they're 1 in 160 hobby and e-pack, unless it's SPs. So let me go through that list for you. We have War Machine, Spider Woman, Miss Marvel, Vision, Hercules, Ultron, Black Widow, Luke Cage, Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, Squirrel Girl, Taskmaster, Falcon, She-Hulk, Mighty Thor, so that's likely Jane Foster. And then our SPs are going to be Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Loki, Iron Man, and Thor. These are going to be 1 in 160 hobby and e-pack and 1 in 1,440 for the SPs. So those are going to be hard to hit in both e-pack and hobby boxes. Then we get to Intimidation Nations. Now, we haven't seen Intimidation Nations since the retro release, but we have them here again. Let me show you what those look like real quick. Get a look at that. At least when I say show you what they look like, it's based on what's on the sell sheet. So this here at the bottom left, 25 card set. You see the Ghost Rider there. These can look really good if they do it right. These are going to be 24 points, 1 per case for hobby and e-pack, and 1 in 288 for blasters. So they will be in blasters as well. These are unnumbered parallels. You got Citizen V, Meteorite, Atlas, Songbird, Techno, Mach 1 again, Jolt. That tells me that's Mach 1. It's the blue-winged character from Thunderbolts. Okay. Now I'm awake. I wasn't awake earlier. Jolt, Hawkeye, Captain Marvel, Green Goblin, Bullseye, Penance. Wait a minute. There's a Venom sighting, guys. A Venom Intimidation Nation. Yeah, that's gonna light some people up. Luke Cage, Ghost, Juggernaut, Man-Thing, Red Hulk, Elektra, Agent Venom, Ghost Rider, U.S. Agent, Taskmaster, Dr. Octopus, Whiplash, Spectrum, America Chavez, Power Man, Persuasion, Mr. Fear, Grizzly, Padlin, Winter Soldier, Kolbik, Swordsman, Jigsaw, Radioactive Man, Speed Demon, Blizzard, Mr. Hyde, Boomerang, Shocker, Black Widow, Ant-Man, Rhino, Batroc the Leaper, Supra, Scar, Trickshot, Ragnarok, and then Ragnarok ends that. So there's no SSPs, and that list of Intimidation Nation has some good characters and has some not great characters. So it's going to be interesting to see how that insert does overall. But 1 per case does make it quite a hit, especially if you get the Venom. Metalheads. So this is a metal set, so they really went all in on the metal theme, no doubt about that. Let's see here on the right hand side. Let me show you. On the right-hand side, you see these metal heads, and I don't know how I feel about this. This reminds me of the bar insert in the out of 5 bar from, what was that called? Vibranium. Not a fan. Maybe in hand, these will feel different. It says embossed foiled focus characters from the 90s comics and will have serial number black parallels. So maybe in hand, it does have that kind of comic book feel, that embossed feel from the 90s. So maybe there'll be a more nostalgic kit in hand. But you have the unnumbered, they're one per case. Black Panther, Wrecker, Captain America, War Machine, Ant-Man, Crimson Dynamo, Thor, Black Widow, Dark Hawk, Valkyrie, Loki, Captain Marvel, Falcon, Spider-Man, love to see it, Korvac, Hawkeye, Wasp, the Destroyer, Iron Man, Luke Cage, Ultron, Radioactive Man, Wolverine, Dread Knight, Songbird, Winter Soldier, Patriot, Iron Fist, Blizzard, and She-Hulk. And is that list repeated here? Yeah, it is repeated. So then you have out of 25s, they're called Metalhead Black Parallels. And these are 20 points, so 35 point sleeves and such. And that brings us to Metal X. And I do like that name of that insert. These are one per case, Metal X. Let's see if we can take a look at what that looks like real quick. Here on the top left, see the Falcon there? That's a Metal X. Okay. And going through this checklist, these are one per case again. We've got Spectrum, Winter Soldier, Black Knight, Thanos, Captain America, Whirlwind, Vision, Sentry, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Titania, Grim Reaper, Namor, Thor, Human Torch, Abomination, Quicksilver, Blackout, Ronan the Accuser, Falcon, Iron Fist, Kate Bishop, Kane the Conqueror, Wonder Man, Spider-Woman, Constrictor, Giant Man, Korvac, Beast, Spider-Man, Speed, Baron Zemo, Scarlet Witch, Luke Cage, War Machine, Captain Britain, She-Hulk, Ant-Man, Claw, Taskmaster, Wasp, Patriot, Madam Hydra, Wolverine, Ultron, Wiccan, Miss Marvel, Nova, Ares, and Iron Man. And no SPs. These will also be in blasters, but they're 1 in 6,000 packs instead of 1 in 144 packs, one per case. And the thickness of these is 60 point. So again, you would need 75 point sleeves and top loaders. That brings us to the Palladiums. Okay. There's going to be a change in Palladiums. Palladiums is a fun insert, in my opinion. I did enjoy those in both X-Men metal and Spider-Man metal. Here they are at the bottom right here. You see green and gold, and that is important to remember. These are die cut if they do them correctly. They were not correctly done in X-Men metal, but that's fine. You've got Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Giant Man, Wasp, Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Loki, Red Skull, MODOK, Wonder Man, Ultron, Beast, Mantis, Rage, Hellcat, Captain Marvel, Living Lightning, Quasar, Black Panther, She-Hulk, War Machine, Thunderstrike, Goliath, Wrecker, Charlie 27, everybody's favorite, Spider-Man, Iron Patriot, Sentry, Major Victory, Luke Cage, Baron Zemo, Valkyrie, Martin X, Bulldozer, Ronin, Yondu, Sunspot, Hyperion, Starhawk, Ant-Man, Thunderball, Wolverine, Queen, Victory. My eyes are going blurry, guys. Cannonball, and those are 1 in 24 packs. Okay, so you're going to get 4 in a case. I mean, yeah, did I just do that math right? 6 in a case. Blah. But they're going to have green parallels numbered to 50, and I think this is a good move. It's not too short printed, that it makes it super difficult for people to build the green set, but still a great hit. And so I like to see that. So you're going to see that gold and green. And then there's going to be gold. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to this real quick because I missed this. All right. There's going to be gold. I think that's what they're showing here. The gold and green. And there will be an out of 10 version. Okay. Look at that. Fascinating. So We get an out of 10 gold Palladium. Fascinating. All right, scroll too fast. That brings us to Planet Metals. These are a 20 card set. These are 40 point, 1 in 72 packs for hobby and e-pack only. And the gold out of 10 says hobby and e-pack only for the Palladiums, by the way. But Planet Metal Iron Armor, you've got Iron Man, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Titanium, Iron Man, War Machine, Beetle, Iron Man, Iron Patriot, Iron Man, Steel Man, and Iron Man, Rescue, Iron Man, Ironheart, Iron Man, Crimson Dynamo, Iron Man, Ironmonger, and Iron Man. And you heard that correct. Did not misspeak. That's that many Iron Mans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Iron Mans out of the 20. So if you're an Iron Man fan, best of luck to you. There will be like just a regular version that's 1 in 72 packs. And then they're going to be the out of 99s. Those are called the coppers. And then you'll have the platinum. Those are out of 49. Then you have the golds, which are out of 25. Similar numbering to Spider-Man Metal. The X-Men Metal were out of 15 for the golds, but out of 25 now. So, and I do love me a good gold Planet Metal. So might be having a hunt on that Spider-Man. Platinum portraits. Okay, these are important cards. Okay, these are 1 in 172 packs, and they will be in blasters, but they're 1 in 7,200 packs. Okay, 1 in 720 packs for hobby and e-pack. 1 in 7,200 packs for blasters. These are 24 points, so 35 point sleeve and top loaders. You got Thor, Spider-Woman, Ant-Man, Falcon, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Beast, Spider-Man, yes sir, Captain America, Wolverine, love to see it, Winter Soldier, Luke Cage, Black Widow, Hulk, Wasp, Tigra, Iron Man, Ares, Spectrum, and everyone's least favorite, Hercules. Good Lord. Okay. That brings us to purely periodics. Purely periodics were in X-Men Metal, not in Spider-Man Metal, missed there. But now they're back. And love these cards. Hope the quality control is better. They were severely miscut in X-Men Metal. Makes PSA 10s really difficult. You should, thrilled to get a PSA 9 if you get it. But with that being said, depending on how the design is, I think these will be a lot of fun. But the numbering is all over the place. And I'm going to read through the list and then we'll go through the numbering, okay? But you got Hulk, Wasp, Wonder Man, Vision, Plant Man, Captain Marvel, Nitro, Human Torch, Spectrum, Taskmaster, Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, Sandman, She-Hulk, Dormammu, Firestar, Squirrel Girl, Stature, Scarlet Witch, Titanium, Grim Reaper, Ghost Rider, Quake, Iron Man, Cobalt Man, Magneto, Copperhead, Luke Cage, Blizzard, Crystal, Moonstar, Hyperion, Thanos, Doctor Strange, Sunspot, Echo, Claw, Techno, War Machine, Ultron, Blade, Hazmat, Spider-Man, thank you, Lord, Diablo, Ant-Man, Giant Man, Sentry, Black Panther, Abomination, Red Skull, Captain Britain, Red Hulk, Star Fox, Living Laser, MODOK, Wolverine, Red She-Hulk, Iron Patriot, Iron Fist, Jocasta, Loki, Quicksilver, Leader, Mighty Thor, Living Lightning, Radioactive Man, Batrick the Leaper, Jack of Hearts, Blue Marvel, thank you, Thor, Demolition Man, Graviton, Namor, Doctor Doom, look at that, Captain America, Purple Man, Mockingbird, Beast, Monica, I can't say her last name, Daredevil, Stingray, Nighthawk, Falcon, Black Widow, Machine Smith, and everyone's favorite, Edwin Jarvis. Whew, wow, that's 118 characters for purely periodics. What a checklist. And then you have your Metalloids. So this is going to be this is going to be the hits. Okay, these are going to be the ones that people are really going to struggle to put together. Wolverine again. So think of it almost as a parallel. And we got Hyperion, Doctor Doom, Black Panther, Thor, Abigail Brand, and Omega Red. The Wolverine is out of 10, folks, on the Metalloid. That's going to be major. Black Panther and Thor, also out of 10. Huge, huge, huge cards there. Omega Red's out of 25. Abigail Brand out of 50. Hyperion out of 50. Doctor Doom out of 25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through here and see the ones who are out of 10, because there's quite a few out of 10. We got Captain America and Doom out of 10. Loki's out of 10. Wolverine is out of 10. Oh gosh, any Wolverine purely periodic is going to be a massive hit. We've got Spider-Man's out of 10. Oh God, do I want to keep looking? Iron Man's out of 10. Okay, they just made all the big characters. Thanos is out of 10. Made all the big characters out of 10. Incredible. Come on, computer, work. Hulk is out of 10. Wonder Man's out of 75. Oh, man, look at that. All right, I got to go check out Blue Marvel. Give me a second. Where's he at? Where'd he go? Magneto's out of 25. Might have to find Blue Marvel later because I'm having trouble here. Where'd he go? Anyway, oh, there he is. Blue Marvel is out of 50. So not the end of the world there, but whew, wow, what a list there. All right, then we got something called Retro. Is this on the sell sheet? Because I don't remember seeing Retro. What is Retro? See if we can find this real quick, my friends. Retro cards with gold FX parallels. Is that what that means? Let's see here. All right, starting off our retro. These are 1 in 12 packs, so 1 per box. Scarlet Witch, Vision, Captain America, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Thor, Waltz, Namor, Black Knight, Ant-Man, Hercules, Wonder Man, Iron Fist, Arachnid, Quasar, Captain Britain, Black Widow, Iron Man, Quicksilver, Star Fox, Hulk, Mockingbird, Spectrum, Beast, Machine Man, Yellow Jacket, Ghost Rider, Nova, Miss Marvel, Blade, She-Hulk, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Luke Cage, Kate Bishop, War Machine, Red Hulk, Justice, Spider-Woman, Protector, Dr. Voodoo, Jessica Jones, Moon Knight, Blue Marvel again, Stature, Ronin, Sentry, Captain Marvel, White Tiger, and the Mighty Thor. Oh, so this is just a base retro set out of 50, which then builds our retro precious metal PMGs. Okay, let's go back here to this list. All right, so over here on the left, you got retro cards. So you see this Beast, Nova. That is going to be what these are, okay? And then over to the right-hand side, you see the low number PMGs of the retro card. So this is the retro PMGs, retro base card. So you can get a base of that card, and then you can get the actual precious metal gem. So now to the precious metal gems. The same character list. So did we not see Spider-Man? Hold on. That would be crazy. No, we did. Okay, card number 5. I was like, what a miss if they didn't have Spider-Man, but they do. They've got, so of our big characters here, obviously Captain America, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man, Black Widow, Iron Man, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight. Yeah, so those are going to be your biggest characters out of this retro set. And the red PMGs, okay, those are going to be numbered to 90. And I think that's what's really going to happen is it's going to start with card number 11 and go through 100. Because if they stay true to the original makeup of the retro PMGs, the first 1 through 10 were green, and then 11 through 100 were red, meaning red, 90 reds, 10 greens. So I suspect that that's what's going to happen, but we won't know until we get cards in hand. So all 50 have red PMGs. All 50 have blue PMGs. These should just be 1 through 50. And then all 50 retros have, come on, greens out of 10. And the crescendo here is they also have purple out of 5. This harkens back to Spider-Man, Fleer Ultra Spider-Man, which had purple PMGs out of 5. Great cards, great inserts. And then you have the one of ones, the gold, retro precious metal gems, gold PMGs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then you have printing plates for all 50. And that ends our Avengers metal checklist here. Pretty incredible, guys. Just, I don't know. What do you think? You think they did a good job? You think Upper Deck is giving us something that'll be fun to open with great cards, great characters, hopefully great images? Or do you think this is going to be a miss? Do you feel like this is kind of going to be like Spider-Man Metal? Spider-Man Metal has some great cards in it, don't get me wrong, some all-time great cards, but for the most part, Spider-Man Metal missed. I opened 5 cases of it. If I could go back, I wouldn't open 5 cases of it because it wasn't what I'd hoped. And, who knows? What are we going to get here? Will we finally get the high series PMG of Spider-Man in the Amazing Fantasy 15? Will he even be in the red and blue suit? Will they do a symbiote suit? Could we get a Todd McFarlane image on it? I don't know. Who knows? We did get Todd McFarlane Venom in Spider-Man Metal, which was really pretty special. But who knows? We won't know until another week, and maybe we come back to this video and say, man, that was a miss. Or we come back to this video and say, hey, that was really pretty cool. Either way, you will be seeing this product open here on the Spidey Hits channel, so stay tuned. I definitely will be opening a case here on the channel for everyone to enjoy. So please check that out. But look, thank you for hanging out with me this morning for this quick checklist reveal video of the Marvel Metal Universe Avengers. If you are looking for this product, you can get the blasters. If you don't know what you're doing with Marvel cards, please just get the blasters. Don't overspend and hurt yourself, but you can get those like at your Targets and Walmarts, places like that. But you can also get them at Upper Deck's website on their store. And you can get them at places like DA Car World, Steel City Collectibles. You can get those blasters. They're probably like $30, $40, something like that. The hobby boxes are closer to $325, $350. You got to get those from online distributors for the most part, like Dave and Adams, DA Car World, or Steel City Collectibles. You can get them at your local comic book shops, and you might be able to get a better deal if you go there to get them. But it depends on how much they get. Unfortunately, the whole situation is kind of rigged where your online distributors get the vast majority of the product and are allowed to basically price manipulate by creating artificial rarity and scarcity. And they have the reasons why they do it, but it's just not a great overall system as it relates to the cost that the collector, where these boxes in theory should be like $175 a box, $225. They're more because of how they're released. But it just is what it is. And unfortunately, if all of it was made available at $225 a box or $175 a box, some person with a lot of deep pockets would just buy all of it as quick as they can, and they would do the same thing as the distributors. But either way, that's another story for another day. Didn't mean to get off into that topic. But that all is going to change. Should, as alleged, Topps is going to be having the license. So we'll see how product is given to us by at some point in the future. All that's to say, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this checklist reveal. If you enjoy this kind of content, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss another video. If you enjoyed this video, please Spidey hit that like button for me. Have any comments or thoughts, leave those down in the comments below. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous